Hello, I'm here with Cormac Colleran. Is that how I say your name?
Yes, it is, Anne. Yeah,
Cormac's going to be speaking at the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference. It's in April in Dublin. I'll be there. I saw Cormac speak last year, and I was really drawn to his work and his message and how he operates because he works with addictions, but got a brilliant way of working with addiction explained. So, Cormac, this time, please tell us what your talk is about. I think it's on the Saturday, isn't it?
that's right, Anne. I think it's Saturday just before lunch. So I am going to be introducing a new approach to working with addiction. And um, I feel that lots of therapists don't fully grasp or understand what they're working with when they work with addiction. And the mistake that I've seen therapists make is that they focus in on the behavior. So they will focus in if someone is drinking alcohol or taking cocaine, they focus in on just the behavior level.
Mm.
When really, and this might kind of shock people, but what I would say is the addiction is the solution. And what I mean by that is the addiction is the solution that the subconscious mind created in order to deal with something different, in order to deal with another problem. So the root problem is something different. The root problem is the life that the person is trying to escape with the substance or with the behavior.
That
So
makes sense. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
yeah, so when we look at addiction, um, we've got to see the broader picture and we've got to see, okay, what are the driving forces behind the addiction? So I have spent a lot of my working career. I'd be known as a solution focused hypnotherapist. So when I speak to my clients, I'm always looking at where are you now, where do you want to be, and what's the quickest way of getting you there? And pragmatic, solution focused. And so I have evolved a number of really good tools that help with addiction. Lots of people have learned my ICANN method for working with addiction. There's also process about breaking the addictive state, where we have bring the person into that space where they feel that urge, and then rather than that urge always leading to the same outcome, the urge leading to the behavior all the time, we give the subconscious mind a different route. We give it a different space to go, and we train it to be in that addictive trance state and take a different route away from the behavior and feel good about it. So there are a number of different techniques, and I have a version of a parse therapy that helps really well also. And I suppose over the years, Anne, what I found is that I get great results with clients, and for the most part, the clients are really happy with the results. There's very powerful techniques that I use and that I teach to other therapists. But you know the concept of whack-a-mole. So we've got the
Yeah.
we've got the hammer at the fairground, and we knock down the mole, and it pops up over there, and we knock
Mm.
that one down, and it pops over there. I suppose that's the best way I've found of explaining why we need a new approach to addiction. And that's so solution focused approaches are fantastic for getting rid of addictions.
Mm.
And for most people, like for smokers, it's probably enough by itself that
Mm.
the smoker will never touch one again. And for lots of things, it's enough by itself. But what happens if we whack down that mole? That's like a cocaine addiction, and that's gone. Something can pop up again sometime later, months later, years later, can pop up in alcohol, can pop up in shopping, scrolling. It can
Yeah.
pop back up in relapse. And so then we've got to ask ourselves, what's beneath that surface?
Mm.
So under the whack-a-mole table, what is it down there that's making the addiction or behavior pop up again? It might be in the same form or in a different guise. And that's where then we need to bring in the trauma informed approach. Because when we can go beneath that surface and when we can work on the causes, so the addiction, the behavior is a symptom or a solution that the subconscious mind chose to deal with or to avoid the real issues. So the solution focus, when we bring together solution focus and trauma informed, now what we're getting to do is create real transformation in the lives of our clients. Because they will come into you with an addiction. They see it as a behavior that they want to change. What you end up doing when you bring in the trauma informed approach is actually transforming their lives in ways that they were not expecting when they come into you. And so for you as a therapist, well, it's really good for you as a therapist because they're going back out to their other people that are using the same and that want to quit, and they're saying that their lives have been transformed. So, um, the bringing together of the two concepts of solution focus and trauma informed really helps to create lasting change for your client. It's like not just pulling the weeds out of the ground, but actually going into the soil and taking the roots out also.
I love this. And I really think there's a big need for somebody to train therapists properly in addictions. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of therapists. I don't want to knock therapists because they do an amazing job and very
Mhm.
needed these days. But there's most therapists I don't believe understand addictions, and they run around. They got one little script. They got one little script that they think's going to cure everything. And
Yeah,
I've had people come to see me that headbutt in the wall because they're on crack. That
yeah.
addictions are so much more. And I really resonate with what you said actually about it's a solution to something. When I go back on my history, I know, and I've been having a tough time. I've gone on benders. I mean, that's just what me and my friend do. I've gone on a bender. And it does actually make me feel better. But I haven't dealt with anything. I haven't dealt with anything, But yeah, your life blows up, and you think, I'll go on a bender. Oh, yeah, that's very
You're
clever.
escaping, right?
Yeah, haven't dealt with anything really. It's not a
Hmm.
grown-up way. So that when you deal with an addiction, I know from experience, your life just becomes a different, I like the way you explain it as kind of a different path because all of a sudden you're going in a new, very positive direction,
Hmm.
not fighting. When people say, I'm trying to give up smoking and they're
Yeah.
chewing gum and they're panicking, or you go on this other path where you're addiction free. So I really enjoyed your talk last year and I will come to this one. So I thank you for this. I would like to encourage people to go along because addiction is, to me, I think it's a modern day plague that really needs to be. A lot of people need help, and the world will be a better place if there's less addictions, I'm sure.
And I'll be showing the attendees, I'll be actually giving them really practical tools that they can take home and start working, put into their clinic straight away. A few, like something like as simple as like a very positive reframe is that when someone comes in to quit smoking or to quit taking cocaine or alcohol, they're not coming in to quit smoking, really. They're coming in for something different. And when we can reframe what the real choices they're making, they're choosing their future. They're choosing their quality of life. They're
Mm,
choosing how they want that to be. That's what they're really choosing. Because if the cigarettes weren't harmful for them, they wouldn't be with you.
yeah.
So, so we've got to reframe, even in the pre-talk with our clients, we've got to reframe what they're really there for. So now they're not losing something or quitting something, they're gaining something. The focus is very different. And I would also, I like to talk about like the identity, and you kind of hit on it there. If someone is saying like, "Oh, I'm trying to quit," I'm trying to quit,
Mm,
nothing's going to happen positive there.
mm,
When the identity shifts to "I don't smoke," it's a very different thing. There's a whole different level of energy in that. There's a certainty. And when we can help to like understand that we need to help create changes at an identity level, we need to help create acceptance in our client. And let's go back to smokers. We need to create an acceptance within our client that this choice that they've made here with you is the right choice for them. An acceptance that's so strong that it obliterates any future temptation. And that acceptance needs to be attached in at the identity level. And it's not an acceptance that they've quit smoking, it's an acceptance of who they wish to be.
mm,
That's
mm,
the crucial difference. So during my talk, I'll be talking about a lot of these things. So my aim is to educate people on what addiction really is.
mm.
I'm going to give them a demonstration of the ICANN method that I use.
Good.
And so there'll be a demonstration there, and people will be able to see from that and learn from that. And then I also want to leave the attendees with like good practical tools. So there's a knowledge and an understanding, and then there's an application of that knowledge and understanding, so that they've got good practical tools. They've got things that they can literally take away. They can write down, scribble a few notes, write down, take it away to their clients. It's not scripts. It's not like that. It's actually understandings and ways of speaking, and a few little kind of techniques like reframing and identity and acceptance that are really going to supercharge their sessions with their clients.
Fabulous. I love it. I will be there. So I thank you so much for your time. I just wanted to make sure people knew about what you'll be doing there. So guys, come to the conference. It's so many great speakers, but I'm really looking forward to yours. So thank you, Cormac. That's
Thank you
amazing.
so much, Anne.
You're welcome.